Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and it's morning time, and this morning I am reading your tea leaves. Okay, Pisces, today we start with the energy of the sun. Yes, yes, yes. It's been beautiful here, so this feels right on brand for how it's been here in the upper Midwest. We've had so many storms lately, and then the sky opens up, you wake up in the morning, and it's, all sunny and glorious, and I hope that's what this reading, that feeling, that warm sun on your face, you're drinking your tea, you're drinking your coffee, out on the porch, it feels like there are endless opportunities before you. The world could be anything, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to turn this bowl. We'll give it a little tap to be polite. I like to think of this as the let me in. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to take a look and see. Everything's kind of bunched together today, huh? So I also want to go ahead and I want to thank you so much for deciding to be here today, for clicking on that reading. If you're new, I want to say super welcome to you. It's so nice to meet you. It's so nice to have you here. We're doing tea leaf readings. You might have heard of these. Maybe you haven't. It is an ancient art form. It is a form of divination and scrying, and it is something that is unique to each reader, to each reading. We all do it our own way, just like, kind of like tarot. We use some of the agreed upon methods and understandings, and some of them we make our own. If you are returning to the channel, I want to go ahead and say thank you, welcome back. Welcome home. It's nice to see you again. And let's get started. I want to take a look over at this person right here. And this feels very much like the Hierophant to me. We have this large, kind of imposing figure, big in stature. And that's what I think of the Hierophant, the high priest. It is kind of this feeling of, if you could imagine, like a very ornate robage and kind of costumery for the rituals, the ceremonies, very specific kinds of hairstyles and ways of speaking, and this kind of, it's like you see like a friar, or you see like a Buddhist monk, and you pretty much know. You see a Krishna, you say, oh, okay, Krishna, devotee of Krishna. You might not be able to recognize these if you're not religious facing, or a very like into studying religions and things like that. But the point is, we there's particular ways that one might present themselves to identify with a system of belief. Okay, so that when I look at this, that's what it feels like. Now, what does this mean? We have a person who's staring up at the sky, and we have these beautiful, figures right here. Right here we have, it looks like a star, another star here, and it looks like we have fish. So I'm going to say these are almost like constellations. Now, we have 3 fish, four actually right there, which leads me to believe a lot of concern, or not concern, but a lot of intention on making money. Okay. The star archetype is all about our goals, our dreams. Okay, so I see you as somebody who is probably a very spiritual person, somebody who is very concerned about your self-development, your place in this universe. Are you doing the work that you are here to do? And I don't necessarily mean your career. I mean your spiritual work, your philosophic work, your, the state of your soul, or, whatever you want to call it. And so I feel like, yeah, your life has probably been somewhat skewed towards these interests, these concerns, these ways of living. You might be somebody who has, partaken in a lot of different kinds of, belief systems, or different congregations within belief systems, gone to different places of worship to find maybe your community or something that spoke to you. You're not somebody who's just like rested on your laurels, right? You don't have this feeling of like, I'll just wait until it comes to me. No, I'm going to go on this journey and I'm going to find what I'm looking for. And along the way, I'll find a lot of other stuff I didn't know that I needed, but here we are, right? And so I see this as being a time where maybe you're learning to, use some of the work that is very important to you to also finance and make the life that you want, right? And so what does that look like? It could be like you open a Reiki business. It could be you start a channel. You're doing divination like myself online. It could be any kind of thing, but I do see this being a place where your spiritual meets your material needs and desires. And that is to build up a life, where you are. You're maybe not comfortable, whoever is actually comfortable, but yeah, making money, able to open the business you want to open, to go on the trips that you want to obtain the knowledge that you're looking for. And it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So I see this as being kind of a very practical period where you are kind of considering going this way. And, even for myself, I have to say, I was very, it took a lot for me to decide to align, now these readings are free, right? These are general readings. They're on YouTube, but we do make money here through the advertisements. Okay. And so for me to align something that is so sacred to me with making money was hard, because I had this very snobby, I'm gonna say it was snob. I'm not saying the belief is snobby, but I was snobby about my belief that if you try to make money with your abilities, you're like a charlatan or something, and no. We are given these gifts and the opportunity to build these gifts, to master these techniques and share them with the world for a reason. And part of it is, we need to be able to provide for ourselves. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So I see you going through this period where you are finding this out, right? You are overcoming maybe this feeling of like, I don't want to mix something I love with something, that is work. But and I'm not going to say that it doesn't make it at times difficult, right? But I think it's so worth it to be living in your truth, and also to be spending time doing something that adds to your life. Right? Adds to the deeper work that you're doing. I'm really obsessed with this thought lately about how we spend so much when we have a job, right? That maybe we don't want, or, we need it. We need the money, obviously, but we don't like doing this job, or the environment sucks and the people are stressing you out, and you come home upset every day, or you wake up thinking, oh my gosh, I have to go spend all of my day inside. I don't even get fresh air or sunlight or anything, you know. And what does this do to our psyche after years and years? Now, I'm not going to be like, you know, some silly, naive person and say, listen, we don't have to do what we got to do, right? I've done plenty of work I didn't want to do. And tomorrow, if I had to go back to like waiting tables or, you know, whatever, working in an office or something, I would do it because that's what has to be done. But it has a toll. So when we have a moment when the universe aligns with us and it says like, here's an opportunity for you to really actually do something and get some traction and start making money in a way that you look forward to being here doing this, that's a blessing beyond blessing. You know, not a lot of people get to do that. Now, let's take a look right here. We have the king pointing at these stars, pointing at the money. We have, it looks like a bird. We have a heart over here. And then we turn this way and we have this beautiful image, and it looks like we have these two people kind of coming together. And I feel like there's like this almost sense of a tribe, a community where you're living close to people, family members, friends. Maybe you're very involved in your community, but I feel like you are part of something. I feel like there's this connection and network, and you're very, very aware of it. I feel like this period of time is going to be a lot about relationships, connections with people, being together. And you want to be. And that's the big thing, Pisces. I understand. I'm a Virgo. I'm also Aquarius and Capricorn, and I'm a moody lady. I'm moody, and once I hit that wall where I say, oh my gosh, I'm tired of hearing screaming kids. I have talked to like 4 people today, face to face. I've done, whatever, 10 emails and a few text messages. I'm done. I can't connect with anybody anymore. I'm shut down. I can't do it. I know Pisces, you're very similar. And you maybe even have a lower threshold than I do as a Virgo. But this period of time, I feel like there's a lot of like just camaraderie, elation, feeling, like drawn to being around other people that you care about. I don't see you like dodging them at all, right? You're in that mode where if you see somebody from high school at the grocery store, you're not like ducking down the aisle thinking, oh my gosh, please don't talk to me. Oh, they didn't see me. Please, 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 please. No, you're like head on, like confidently walking towards them, and they're the ones. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I didn't comb my hair. I don't have matching socks on, or whatever. And so I feel like there's this real just rising of mood, lifting and feeling confident in the work. And that's because I feel like you're living in the life that you want. And if you're not right in this moment, you're working on getting that launched, right? You're doing your very best. I feel like so many people, and I see this in my readings a lot in the last year, especially, this feeling of, it's just, I'm tired of waiting for something to happen for me. Like, this is the time. I'm going to take up for myself and I'm going to get things done. I'm not waiting for somebody to give me permission. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and save me. I'm not waiting for somebody to give me an opportunity. I am making my opportunities. I am making the work. I am making that money. I'm building the universe that I've always dreamt of. and nothing is going to get in my way. I feel like it's a common feeling in people right now because we're tired of being scared. I don't know about you, but I am tired of being scared. I am tired of being angry. I am tired. I am tired of getting tricked by every new news cycle. Getting, tricked into feeling bad about myself, like I'm not good enough, like I need to change something, that, I don't already have the tools that I need to start doing the work that I know I'm here to do. And if I don't, I'm going to go out there and find them. And I feel like a lot of us are getting into this mode because we've had it. And we already know. We already know. All of the knowledge, all of the ability is within each of us. It is about activating it, right? Getting into those places where I just know I can do this. And if I don't know how to do it, I'm going to figure it out. I had a meme. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I used to have a meme that I would always share whenever it would come up in my memories. But it says like, I'm in my, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it era. And that's the vibe for all of us right now. Not every single person, but a lot of us. And I believe that you are going to really, yes, look, we have the big fish right here. There's going to be money and there's going to be good health as well. At least sustained health, because we have the apple with the little leaf on it and everything. So whenever I see this, I'm not going to say there's some kind of miracle happening if you have chronic illness or pain. Maybe you're somebody who, you're aging like myself. You're noticing different things going on. But maybe you're somebody who's just in good health. You don't really notice any changes or anything. When I see the apple, it tells me that there's sustained wellness, at least ease from any kind of flare-up or acute situation, and really like nothing big going on with health, at least for a brief part of this next cycle. I can't say it's forever, I don't know, but I do feel like you are feeling good physically. You are feeling pretty good mentally as well, okay? And so here we are, money coming in, motivation, creativity, a feeling of wanting to be around people, That's a big thing, right? It's hard to get into that space sometimes. And here we are, we have this person lifting this up. So I also feel like you have almost kind of somebody or a group of people who are really supporting and cheering you on while you are going through this period, which I know, Pisces, you don't really care what people think about you, but it does feel nice to have somebody in your corner, okay? All right, we're going to do our lucky numbers real quick here, and then I got to go. Running late here. All right, we have number 19, number 1, number 35. All right. Yes, I got to wrap it up. My daughter has a field trip that I'm going on today, and I got to get, or I'm going to be late. And we're having pizza for lunch, so I got to show up on time so I don't miss out on that pizza. So anyways, Pisces, I love you. Please take care of yourself. If you want to, hit that like button, leave a comment, or subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Yeah, please take care of yourself. We're going to talk in a few days. I have a weird filming schedule going on, trying to figure it all out. But now I'm trying to do it so I don't ever skip over a sign. So it is I'm trying to figure it out. But there will be a Pisces reading in a few days again. Look out for that. Look out for your other signs and placements. And I love you. I love you. I love you. We'll talk later. Good night.